What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this one, I'm going to be showing you how to make a laundromat. This is the refresh series version of a laundromat, and there never was a remake for these. Fun fact. I think it's the only one so far, but I could be wrong. I don't remember. Here it is. I'll be explaining how this will work well with the barbershop by the front layout, as you may be able to see there on the side. And I'll show you a peek at the inside. But, yeah, with that being said, enjoy the tutorial, and I will catch you on the flip side. Here's the original laundromat. Looks like one of those, like, oh, you know, my first ever Minecraft house, guys. Look at it. Just a giant block with a door and windows. Anyway, back on track. Here are all the materials you will be needing for this build. Alrighty, and the space for this is a 16 by 46. I'll explain everything with the grid depending on which side you want it. We're starting with the left side, so I would have the barbershop to your left. But if you want to have it on the right, I will explain how that works. Because it lines up better on the right, technically. But it's not really a huge deal either way. Anyway, we just want to get out smooth stone slabs, gray concrete, yellow concrete, and sandstone. That's all we'll need just to start here. And if you start from the front left-hand corner of your 16 by 46 grid golf if you made it, you want to place a smooth stone slab on the ground. Bring it back with 3 gray concrete in the floor, a yellow, 6 gray, a smooth stone slab, not in the floor. Then you'll place in the floor 3 sandstone, count back to right by 1. And I'm going to place a sandstone there. We don't want it to be a sandstone, but that's where we're going to start. So as you can see here, it's diagonally. However, again, from this block, essentially, you can place 13 to the right, and you should connect perfectly to that barbershop if you have it on the right again. You can kind of see where that lines up. That will be the front row of the thing. Obviously, it sticks a little bit more forward in that center section, but that doesn't particularly matter for this. We're looking at that line right there and seeing how that lines up. And depending on which side you want to do, it doesn't matter a ton. If you wanted to start from the front right to do the same thing, you could. So here's what they would look like combined if you have the barbershop to the left of it. So you see, this is that first block that I placed, that sandstone that I said was a placeholder, and this is where the barbershop wall would be. And you'll see with the parking lot here, this will be explained later, or the, I guess, parking spaces, but it's just gaps of 5, and it would continue all the way through. Because I'm not building it actively next to each other, so you can actually get that left wall, and if you don't particularly care this way, then yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, that's what it should look like next to each other. I didn't actually think it looked like that because of this indent, but yeah, no, that is correct. Oh, I'll leave that there for a second. You want to start by getting out the following: terracotta, bricks, stripped dark oak wood, dark oak planks, black stained glass pins, dark oak stairs, smooth quartz slabs, stone stairs, and white concrete. That'll finish almost the entire front. We won't be able to do the windows on the top, which is fine. So again, you want to make sure you have this line of 14 regardless, or just have been able to count out a 14. The reason the grid is 16 is because we have the overhangs, but with this situation, it doesn't matter. I'm going to actually break these. But you want to start from the furthest left block of that row, or the block we would have counted to, and you want to place a terracotta. Extend it forward diagonally, right with a dark oak plank, right with 2 black stained glass pins, dark oak plank, 2 black stained glass pins, dark oak plank, 2 black stained glass pins, dark oak plank, and then you'll extend actually either side dark oak plank back by 1, which will give you this. Copy specifically the dark oak and panes an additional, well, we'll just copy them 2 more times, I guess. Hopefully everyone is having a good day or night. I am for the most part. Hopefully I will have had a clip inserted that actually showed these next to each other, because I have it in a random world that I'm probably never going to use again, but it exists, so. Yeah, extend each dark oak plank up an additional 1, and then you'll bring each black stained glass pane up with a dark oak stair facing forward. To the right of this section, you'll take this back row of dark oak planks and extend it right with a birch door that we don't have. You can get rid of your dark oak planks and get out birch doors, and you'll place a birch door to the right. Right of that is stripped dark oak wood facing upward, and then a terracotta. Extend the strip of dark oak wood up by 3. And then left of the top block, you'll place an upside down smooth quartz slab. Left of the block below that, or alternatively on top of the birch door, you'll place a regular smooth quartz slab, and that should give you this. On top of the little doorway here, which is this upside down smooth quartz slab and this strip dark oak wood, you'll extend either one up with 2 white concrete. You'll place a series of stone stairs off of that all face kind of towards the center. So on the bottom left, it'll be a stone stair facing right. Bottom right, a stone stair facing left. Top right, an upside down stone stair facing left. And then top left, an upside down stone stair facing right. You'll extend each of these stone stairs left with 10 white concrete. Which also is just a span of the dark oak. Nice. Extend the terracotta on either side up with 7 bricks. And then extend, we'll say the top brick in on either side with a brick. Upside down smooth quartz slab. 2 bricks. Upside down smooth quartz slab, and then in the center there you will place 2 more bricks. You'll copy that row extending down one more time, but you'll place smooth quartz slabs rather than upside down smooth quartz slabs. Nice. Get rid of your white concrete, stone stairs, and smooth quartz slabs, and get out the following. Quartz pillars, deep slate bricks, and deep slate brick stairs. First off, each of these 4 windows you're going to block off with quartz pillar facing left to right along the build. I'm going to place a couple of placeholders off this side and just bring strips across because there's no point in really caring. You can't see it anyway. You can make that into something if you want. You really don't have a lot of room to do so. Because the ceiling inside is 4 blocks tall? Yeah, 4 blocks tall. So it would be on the 5th, which would be here. And then that would give you, if you have your floor here, that would give you 2 blocks. So, not ideal, but I guess if you did carpet, that gives you 3. I don't know. Extend the terracotta on both the left and the right back by 28. And then you'll connect together at the back. Extend all the walls up with brick till they're the same height as the front wall, which is like 7 rows, I want to say it was. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yes. And after this, we're like pretty much almost done, actually. Once we do the roof, we'll do the banner letters, and then we'll do the road and stuff, and I'll explain maybe how that works, or we'll have just shown it. Maybe I'll show it, I don't really know. But... And then after that, I'll probably have you fill in the floor of the inside, just so we have that done, and that's one less thing we have to worry about in the next part, or in the interior, I guess. This is nice for me, though. Nice short one to split up both Chapter 2 and Secret Neighbor right now. They'll be back, I swear, for members who are following this actively. They'll probably be tomorrow? Unless I forget to upload these again, in which case it'll be the day after, but I'm not sure. I've been crazy with the Chapter 2, or Chapter 3 Let's Build, so it's been fun. Anyway, you want to take the top layer of the walls and just place deep set brick on top of it. Really, it's all the brick and then those upside down smooth quartz slabs. I guess if you want to place it on top of the quartz pillar, you can, but I don't really see the need to. Then you'll surround that in upside down deep set brick stairs to make it look better. If you have the barber shop, it should just connect into it nicely, because I think the material is the same. You won't obviously have to worry about the sides. You'll have to worry about the back, though. But yeah, one of the sides at least will be up against it. I don't know if there will be more in this set, by the way. I will always mention if there is. I think the dry cleaner will be, but dry cleaner isn't for a while for whatever reason. Or it just isn't in the playlist. That's also an option. I feel like I would have made it directly after Laundromat, but what do I know anyway? Because I would love to have like a set of 5 or 6 of these that can all work in a line. Post office would be another one. Like, there's a bunch that I can make within this vibe to work. But yeah. So I'd leave one side open at least so you can just keep extending. Because again, based on the fact I just listed a bunch, you know, then you should presume that you'll get them. So we can do the banner layers now. These are always fun. Get out a loom. White banners. And then both white and blue dye. Don't get out Lycra. I almost do that sometimes. Smack your loom aggressively on the floor. Still the only way. I'll get rid of it for the more inventory space. And you can put in your first white banner along with your blue dye. You're doing line down the left, which is Pale Sinister. Ah, it's Pale Dexter. I lied. And then line across the bottom, which is Base Fest. You'll put in your next one and you'll do the line with blue across the top, which is Chief Fest. Then with the white, you'll do the lozenge pattern, which is the diamond-looking one. Put back in your blue, and you'll do line down the left and right, which is Pale Dexter and Pale Sinister. And then line through the center, which is Fest. Left to right through the center. Wait, you can also make an eye like that. How did I never notice that looks like an eye? That's crazy. Anyway, like the letter I, like an actual eye. Put in another banner with your blue dye, and you'll do line across, or bottom, yeah, across bottom, which is Base Fest, and then line down the right and left, which is Pale Sinister and Pale Dexter. Next one, still blue, with the white banner. You'll do line down left and right again, which is Pale Dexter and Pale Sinister, and then you will do bend, which is top left to bottom right. Next one in, you want to put in your white banner, and you'll do the line down the right, which is Pale Sinister. You'll put in a singular white dye, and you'll again do the lozenge pattern with it. Seems like that's the culprit one here. And then you'll put back in your blue, and you'll do line across top and bottom, which is Chief Fest and Base Fest, and then line down the left, which is Pale Dexter. I think we're going to just have enough inventory space for this. Put in your next white banner, and you're going to, with the blue dye, do the line down the right, which is Pale Sinister. Pop in another white dye and do the full bottom half as white, which is Perfest inverted. Put back in your blue dye, and you will do the line across the top, which is Chief Fest. Line down the left, which is Pale Dexter. Line from top left to bottom right, which is bend. And if you want to do the line through the middle as Fest, you can. I actually didn't on this one. I don't know why. I just didn't. Next one in, and you want to, with the white banner and the blue dye, you're just going to do all four sides. So Chief Fest, Base Fest, and then Pale Sinister and Pale Dexter. Two more. Pop in your white banner, and you're going to do the like triangle at the top, which is, what even is it called? Inverted chevron. You'll then pop in a white dye, and you're going to do the little teeth at the top, which are Chief indented. And then you'll put back in your blue and do line down right and left, which is Pale Sinister and Pale Dexter. Final one. Put back in another white banner. Do line across top, which is Chief Fest, and line down the center, which is Pale. And those are all your banners. You can't really place these, well, if you know how to spell Laundromat, you can, but going left to right off the top row of white concrete, you're going to place these all in order until you reach the M. You're going to include the M. So L-A-U-N-D-R-O-M. Then you want another A and then a T. And that is how you spell Laundromat. It's quite the word. Anyway, we can do some little, I guess, quote-unquote cosmetics around the build if you want. So, get out the following. Sandstone is going to be what we started with, pretty much. Smooth stone slabs. Gray concrete. Yellow concrete. White concrete. And we're going to also get out pink petals. I have a pink vibe going here. If you don't like it, you can use, like, wildflowers or something. But it's up to you. So you want to bring the sandstone, pretty much the sandstone and anything in front of it, right by 15 rows. To just span the length of the grid. Again, if you have the barber shop, it'll just connect into it on the one side, and on the other side, you'll just go to the point of the grid. That 15th block would connect into it, if that makes sense. But yeah. I guess I'll do this all by hand, whatever. I mean, we're not even 20 minutes in, so I shouldn't be concerned about all that, frankly. Yeah, I was trying to Twitch stream after this as well, which is another reason I did this one particularly today, which I think I still will, because I mean, my goal was to have that start that at like 3, and it's 2:08 right now, so you know, doing pretty good on time. Even if I record interior as well, which was the goal, and I guess I will, because you know, I think that'll also only be 20-25 minutes. This isn't really a big build. It's no Walmart. God, that one scares me still. Anyway, you should have this. So the side where you have 6 rows, you want to place rows of white concrete going from the like closest to the laundromat towards the front that are rows of 3, and they're 5 apart from each other. So like, oh hey, look, it's me. If you have a line, let's say, where would that one be? That could be in line with the first layer of the wall. Yeah, so the line will be here from the barber shop. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I'll have line here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Line here, and etc. And that will just span for the entire length of this road if you were to continue it. But yeah, it's a little bit weird. I guess that's actually not the barber shop. That'd be the laundromat. Where would it line up with the barber shop? It would be, it's in line with the final row of the wall of the barber shop. So actually, I think it still would be there. I think they share a wall. No, I guess they wouldn't have. Never mind. They wouldn't share a wall. Either way, it would work. If they share one or if they don't. The only difference that makes is just the spacing you end up with in certain areas, but it's not a huge deal. What you also probably want to do is where the birch door is and the stripped dark oak, the grass just in front of it you'll replace with sandstone. And then any grass you have visible, like just in front of the build or to the sides here, you're just going to place a couple of pink petals on it. Just to, you know, spice it up a little bit. 2 more things. They're both floor related. You can clear your inventory and get out to dark oak planks. Light gray terracotta, and it might be nice to get out the birch doors because when we go inside we'll have to break under it, and that just means we'll, you know, it'll get sent into the back rooms precisely. Underneath each of the black stained glass panes, you're going to break the, for me it's green concrete, but it's probably grass for you, and we'll replace it with dark oak planks. Inside this entire floor wants to be light gray terracotta. I'll give myself night vision. And yeah, you can break all of it and replace it. I'm actually going to do this with the command. I wasn't going to, but it's the end of the video anyway. So yeah, but you want to make sure you have this done for the interior whenever that's out. That'll just be nice to have. I know light gray terracotta is a weird block, but trust me, it works. It trust the process. Not that I did either, but trust the process. The interior will probably be weird. I would advise having night vision 4 just as a preemptive thing, because I believe we're going to end up starting with the actual, like, interior decorations for the front itself. Again, I think it'll, like, looking at it right now, I'm on my alt account looking at it, it'll probably be 15 minutes at most. It's really not complicated. Generally, I feel like with refresh, it's inverted from what it normally is. Normally, interior takes longer, but with refresh, because of the parking lot and stuff, usually it's exterior is more time. Anyway, once you're done that, ladies and gentlemen, that is the exterior for your refresh series laundromat complete. So again, interior should be soon. With the way scheduling has been, if I were to take right now, it would be in 4 days. It would be, because today would be Sunday, it would be coming out Thursday. That's just how the schedule is again as of right now. But by the time you're seeing this, that probably isn't the case. It'll probably be like Saturday, Sunday or something. Anyway, yeah. Thank you so much, guys did enjoy this video. Have a fantastic rest of your day or night. I really have nothing interesting to say. And I will see you on the next one. Wow, it's there. Peace.